Okay guys, so today I wanted to talk about my possible alters. Emphasis on possible, because I don't even know if I have DoD or not, and if I do, then they are my alters. That is if. So, let's get started. This one would be Cerberus. He is 2.75 million years old, which makes him a dead alter. He's actually technically a Reaper. And Reapers are technically dead alters who help dead NPCs, non-playable characters. Yes, I have like this whole Sims count in my head. Cross over into the spirit realm. He is obsessed with fudge. He's got his own little clothing style with a touch of goth. He appears to be about 25. I tried to make him look about 25. That bone necklace you see helps him communicate with other alters should they decide to go somewhere. And as you can see, he's got long, really long white hair, which is covering his red eyes, and he's got pale skin. So, he is the primary hunter. Should he even be an alter? He's saying he is, so I'm just going to take his word for it. My next one is Bao Yo. She's Chinese, obviously. Yes, she's pretty. She's 2,500 years old. She says she's the emotional protector. I don't. She's in the headspace, or the inner world, she's actually the manager and owner of her own bookstore and cafe. She appears to be 20, but because of her height, she's mistaken for a child a lot, when she's not. As you can see, she's got black hair, green eyes, and tan skin. And this is her. She's really pretty. Next one, he's English. British English. Would be Bartholomew Alexander Wellington III. Or Bart, as I simply call him. He is around 800 years old. Most of my alters are dead alters. He's also a Reaper. So is Bao Yo. And he is cashier at the bookstore and cafe that Bao Yo owns. He looks to be about 19. He's into jazz. He loves his jazz and Earl Grey. He's got pale skin, dirty blonde hair, and brown eyes, and he normally wears glasses or contacts so he can actually see. His typical style is what he's wearing right now, which would be a suit shirt with black slacks, and as you can see, he's holding his thermos of tea. Next one, Ao O'Malley. She is Scottish, about 600 years old. In the headspace, she's the worker in the cafe section of the bookstore and cafe that Bao Yo owns and manages. She's very social. Very social. So she talks a lot with the other alters or other people in the headspace. As you can see, she's got red hair, blue eyes, and pale skin. And she likes really bright, cheerful colors and painting her nails. She appears to be about 18. Okay. And mind you, I am going to leave one of the individuals out, simply for reasons that I just am going to leave it at that. This is Norman. Norman Stein. He's German. I can't speak with a German accent. Saying please don't make fun of the past in the German about World War II. That was a very horrible period of history, and he was actually killed by a few Nazis. So, he's a spiritual protector. He's also a Reaper, as is Ao and Bart and Bao Yo and Cerberus. He loves cats and video games and superheroes, and he's really good at making homemade pierogies. He's the maintenance worker at the bookstore and cafe that Bao Yo owns. He appears to be about 18. He's got orange-red hair, hazel eyes, pale skin, and has glasses so he can actually see. In this picture, he's wearing a video game shirt. Sometimes, most of the time actually, he wears a cat suit. No, that does not make him a furry. He just is obsessed with cats. And I mean really obsessed. Whereas Cerberus is terrified. Can get quite interesting up there. And then there's Serena. She's Italian. She wanted to be dressed up for this picture, so I drew her dressed up. She's 27. 27, which is a little younger than I am. She's a detective in the headspace, mainly homicide detective, so as you can see, I do have a whole little town in my head. She's a really good baker. She makes really good fudge, according to Cerberus. And she usually wears semi-formal to casual, and in this picture, as you can see, she wanted to wear a formal dress. She's got black hair, blue eyes, and light brown skin. Okay. Oh, she's also an observer as well as a trauma holder. At least that's what she says. Did I get Pain in here? I don't think I actually got Pain. I'm sorry, Pain, I skipped you. I accidentally skipped Pain, so we're gonna go back one and grab Pain. His real name is Raphael Alexander Rosenville. He likes to be called Pain. He actually aged up from being 18 for however many years to now he's 19. He's the healer, system healer, and a trauma holder as well. Right now, in the headspace, he's going to college to become a doctor. He's got natural black hair, purple eyes, and tan skin with all these golden symbols all over, which means, which I tried to make Enochian symbols because he's half archangel, half human. So he's not completely human like Serena is, and as you can tell by his clothing style, he is gothic, which is totally awesome. He's just not wearing his makeup except for the eyeliner in this picture. And then we move to my persecutors. Sorry, I don't know why I think prosecutors. They are actually persecutors. Oops. This is War. I have the Four Horsemen in my head. Or at least they identify as the Four Horsemen. This is War, Ares, Mars, and many other names he has not told me. He is a monster, which makes him non-human. And he is ancient. He slowly turning into a protector because he is seriously considering the thought. But right now he's a persecutor. He calls himself one of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. He likes to get me to cut myself, draw blood, things like that, you know. No, he won't go around killing people. He does joke around saying, I want your head on the pike, but does not mean he is going to actually do that. He causes the body harm rather than other people. He appears to be in his early 20s, 23. I tried to get him to look 23. I don't know if I succeeded. In his human form, he's got red eyes, black hair, and pale skin. In his regular monster form, he has black skin, red eyes, and fire red symbols all over his skin, and he can shapeshift in his monster form. I don't know exactly what kind of clothing style he likes, so I draw him in armor all the time. Shoes getting wet. Oops. Shoot. And then, second of the Four Horsemen, Famine, or Limnos. He is also a monster, which makes him non-human. He's ancient as well. He is the second of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and he usually tries to make sure I don't eat, even though I know I need to. When he fronts or takes over, I tend to not eat for days on end. I know that's just what he likes to do. It's not his personality. He is a persecutor and slowly turning into a protector. All of my persecutors are actually thinking about becoming protectors due to certain reasons that have happened. He appears to be about 23. I tried to get him to look 23. He's got black eyes, white hair, and pale skin, and he usually wears bones, as you can tell. In his human form, which you just saw, he has black hair, pale skin, white eyes, and in his typical monster form, he looks like a starving skeletal gray mist. Really fun to see that in your head. But that's just him. Oh, possible trigger warning for the next picture. There is rot on this picture's face. So, trigger warning in case any of you are really grossed out by half-rotted faces. This is Pestilence. Pestilence is also a persecutor. But like I said, all my persecutors are trying or slowly becoming protectors. He's the third of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. He is a fan of this, also another trigger warning, he is a fan of this virus that's going around, this new COVID-19. He actually wants to get me infected with it. See what'll happen. Anyway, he appears to be in his late 20s. I tried to make him look like he's in his late 20s, even with a half-rotted face, which, sorry if I'm really grossing you out. In his human form, he has white hair, white eyes, and pale skin, and a half-rotted face, and depending on his mood, he can cover up the rot, but he didn't want to for this picture, so... In his monster form, he is a sickly gray mist, and he has a different style than most of his brothers. He has casual to semi-formal. I tried to get a little biohazard symbol in there. I don't know if you can see it. And then my gatekeeper, Azrael, Death, Archangel Azrael, gatekeeper of the spirit realm, or the angel of death. He is an archangel, as the name Archangel Azrael states. And he's also the first Reaper. So I don't know if he's technically alive or dead, maybe somewhere in between. He's not really sexually active, considering the fact everything he touches without his magical pinky rings dies. Hence the name Death. He appears to be about 18. And yes, he's got wings. He's got his own style of clothes, which is his own touch of goth. Sometimes assassin-like robes, like Assassin's Creed, yes. He likes that video game, mind you. Or sometimes skeletal armor. He is the gatekeeper as well as being the last of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And then, the one I'm skipping, which you will not know about until possibly later, should they give permission. There is me. Yes, I tried. I think I did an okay job. Obviously, I am the host, or the host, yes. I am unfortunately currently unemployed, but I am into reading, writing, drawing, and music. I'm trying to get some books published. Yay! I obviously look like this. Most of the time my hair is up. I've got my own little style of goth, but I decided to wear color today. As to why, I don't know, but I have these awesome earrings. And that is all you need to know. And that is all. I just felt like talking about the majority of my possible alters, whom I call the inner committee. Okie dokie. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. See you later. Signing out. Bye.